Dynamite for Devlin explodes the Rosenborg defence and sends Hearts through to the playoffs of the Europa Conference League. Scotland are running wild in the coefficient, and the Swiss tears are being drunk.
Absolutely, guys. Well, back to football. 3-1. Great result. Didn't look possible after 1-0 down, didn't it not?
Did not. 3-1 down on aggregate. I'm thinking, oh no, wave the white flag, it's all over.
The white flag, it's all over. But just like the Hibs game, great save for the goalie and then tapped in.
Great save for Sander Clark, worldy save for Sander Clark, but he may as well not have made the save.
No.
It's frustrating when he makes a world-class save and then literally 2 seconds later the ball's in the back of the net anyway.
He tried to keep it out and then he fumbled it back in. Then he tried to keep it out again and he fumbled it. Come on, Sander, what are you doing, big man?
He may as well cut his arms off after the initial save, because that's all he'd really done in the match. No disrespect to him, but he didn't really have that much to do.
He didn't, but I thought the defending here was really bad from Hearts.
Yeah, should have defended better. 5 minutes in, 3-1 down. Any other year, any other night, you'd have been thinking, right, that's it. Just switch lights off at Tynecastle and we'll see you at the weekend for the Scottish Cup.
But this is the year.
League Cup.
This is the year. Oda hits the post. He should have probably squared it. It falls out. Then Kingsley heads wide.
I think he's getting too much flack here because Kingsley didn't head wide. Kingsley shot and Kent head wide.
Right.
Kent blocked Kingsley's shot, which was on target, by the way. So why the fuck Kent decided to do that, I have no idea.
Was it? It looked like a cross.
He drilled it. What are you talking about? He drilled it at goal. A cross.
It looked like it was going wide.
It was fucking going in top bins.
Are we on about straight after the post?
Aye.
Oh, I don't know what game you watched.
The game where Stephen Kingsley hit it right at the goals.
Oh, just like his free kick when he hit it at the wall?
Ah, well, that one was pish, but this shot was good. People criticising Oda here. I think, honestly, he was right to shoot because, I mean, he could have found boys, but it was a difficult pass to make. There was a defender, like, kind of in the passing lane that could have easily intercepted it. And let's say Oda does try and square it to boys and it gets intercepted. You're probably thinking, what a fucking idiot, why didn't he just shoot?
Yeah.
But whereas, because he takes a shot, and he's very unlucky not to score, by the way, people are going to criticise him. Look, if that goes, I could hit the post and go in, and everyone's chanting out his name and celebrating.
Oda.
But it hit post and went out, and everyone's saying, like, he should have squared it to Boyce. If you look at the replay, it wasn't quite that. It's not like Boyce was wide open.
No, it's not like Shankland out later on. Like, he could have played Boyce in.
But it's not like Boyce is wide. There is a defender that has got a pretty good position to intercept any pass. So the pass would need to be... You need to deliver a perfect pass. And I just think Oda is more capable of scoring for that distance than he is finding the pass needed.
I would agree.
So I think he done the right thing.
I think he did the
doesn't
right...
matter, we won 3-1 on the night anyway.
It does not matter.
Shoot, pass.
It doesn't matter a rat's ass, really.
Rosenborg are passing on the next round, that's for sure.
Shankland, though, he makes it one each. Brilliant pass, brilliant run, brilliant dink.
Never in doubt. Steven Shankland's through here.
I thought it was in too.
I wasn't thinking, oh fuck's he going to score? I didn't know what he was going to do. If he's going to chip the keeper, dink it, go left, go right, maybe go round the keeper. But I just knew it was a goal. I was never in doubt with Shankland.
Puts a few zeros on this value, doesn't it? For the Saudi clubs.
If the Saudis want him, I want at least 500 million. That's my asking price.
I think that's fair enough.
I think it's fair enough as well.
Don't see why they wouldn't pay that.
I mean, this is a 20 goal a season striker, so Saudis, get your fucking money out. Plus, Saudis, if that winning team in the Saudi League gets in the Champions League, I mean, Shankland his goals could get you there, so.
He could be top. He could replace Ronaldo or something. Big Shanks.
Ronaldo's done.
Ronaldo's done.
I wouldn't swap Ronaldo for Shankland at Hearts.
Would you not know?
No, I wouldn't. Actually, wouldn't, you know.
Shirt sales alone.
Oh, I don't get any money out of that. I want someone that's going to score goals, lead the team, be a captain. Could you imagine Ronaldo in Boyce's position and Oda doesn't pass it to him? He'd have probably got my one-way ticket back to Japan. I mean, like, fuck you, Oda. Nah, Ronaldo's a cunt. I don't want him in my team.
Fair enough. But would he have messed up this chance? Because Shankland could have squared it. And I think he actually attempted to square it and it deflected, but come on.
I don't like this. Oda then, he finds Shankland. The touch for Shankland to create the space was amazing.
So it's almost like he's entitled to fuck it up.
I mean, well, really? If Messi dribbles it around 10 people then gets on the goal line and fucking shoots and hits the crossbar and doesn't score the goal, you're like, oh well, you're right.
I think you're a bit more lenient with it though.
Well, not if it costs you a World Cup final or something like that.
Right, fair enough, but...
Anyway, you know what? At this point I was thinking, come on Shanks, what you doing? Because keep in mind, we're still trailing in aggregate at this point. We need that goal to get level.
Boyce didn't get it though, did he? Goalie saved it, and it was pretty cheap for Shanklin, but deflecting in the end doesn't really matter. Takes into half time, and we think at this point Hearts are probably going to get the job done. I think towards the end of this first half, Hearts did go off a wee bit.
Yeah, I think half time came at a pretty good time, to be fair.
Recharge the batteries.
Game was dying down a wee bit. Although I did not like the change at half time. Mackay coming on for Oda. I thought Barry Mackay sucked the second half. I mean, he'd get the ball, he'd run it to the defence and
lose it.
It'd take more defenders on than Oda, but I mean, every time he done it, he lost the ball. So
yeah, what good's that?
Like, I get it. People want somebody that takes on defenders. I know a lot of Rangers fans were on about Kent when he was in his prime years. He took defenders on, but I mean, what good is it if you're taking the defender on if every time you take a defender on, he loses the ball?
Come on, man.
I know Oda wasn't really taking it, but at least he was maintaining possession, passing it. People complaining, why does he keep passing it back? Well, I'd rather that than what Barry Mackay done, which was essentially pick up the ball in a promising position
and lose it.
So, yeah.
Tell you what, though,
even that time we were on the counter, I think about half an hour at the 60-minute mark, it looked great with the numbers advantage.
And he lost it.
And he'd meant to pass it to, and he just fucking ran into the first guy he seen.
Tell you what, the Hawks almost lost it because they cleared it off the line. It was Cochrane, wasn't it? Cleared it off the line.
I think it was Rolls. Atkinson, I think.
Atkinson. Anyway, I mean, there's Sander Clark saves it. It would have been really, really unlucky.
It would have been. And I tell you what, on first view, it did kind of look a little bit over.
But it was nowhere near.
But that's because of the angle you got of the camera.
Yeah.
You need to take that in consideration. There was no VAR tonight or goal line technology, I believe, so
nope.
It wouldn't, whatever the on-pitch decision was, would have stood.
Scotland doesn't have goal line technology.
Yeah, I don't know why. What's the point of getting VAR? I know you could argue it's two different things.
I think it's mad that they got VAR before goal line technology.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little bit useless having VAR and then not having goal line technology.
But I think
surely it should all come in the same package.
I think with goal line technology, you don't even need you don't need it. If you've got cameras like on the net, why can't you just go to VAR and check if they went over or not? So what good's the fucking buzzer on his arm? Because remember Philo playing Sheffield United? It didn't work, and it went over.
Can they use VAR though for goal line technology for like a goal like that?
I'm pretty sure they did. What game was it recently? I think it was Rangers against Servette. They did.
They can use VAR.
Yeah, check it went over.
Well,
but there's no cameras on the line.
I know, but it makes sense that at least whatever cameras they have, they should be at least using them to get a second opinion.
Yeah, but obviously this game had neither, so it didn't really. But it didn't go across the line. Devlin straight after this, so he makes it 2-1. Pretty good save. It was Boyce skipping past.
I thought Boyce's feet work here was fantastic.
He's a weird player, Boyce.
For an old man that's had a bunch of knee operations and spent the last 14
years,
16 months out injured. I thought this was quality ball at his feet. Just the control that he had opened up the space, opened up the opportunity for the shot, and then it did fall for Devlin, who, you know what, I mean, he could have kept it a wee bit lower. I don't think there was any need for him to blast it this high.
Skimmed under the bar. Very lucky.
I know, if he was a yard further out, like this could have.
I think up to this point, the game was pretty good, but I think after this, it kind of died a bit.
It did. What I don't think helped was the fact that some prick threw a flare onto the pitch, and then that kind of delays the game for 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, and then it just kind of.
And it's like, why the fuck would you do that? We're on the up. We've just scored straight after the half-time whistle. I would have wanted to got the match restarted as quick as possible.
Rosenborg just didn't look like they were ever going to get anything after it went 2-1.
No, even when they were on, even every time they were on the attack, I thought Rolls was the best defender. Like every time they tried to do anything, I mean, I thought the entire defence was good to be fair, but I thought Rolls was the standout. Rosenborg never really created that clear-cut opportunity.
They had a shot, the guy wasn't facing the goal, and Clark tipped it over, but that's about it.
That was a 3-1.
Was it a 3-1?
No, that was a 3-1.
Well, there you go. That's how many chances they had, because that's all I really remember in that second half.
All right, let's talk. I'm done talking about Mackay. By the way, Lowry didn't get on, which I thought was a wee bit strange.
Yeah.
Which
manager decided that?
The new striker, Fargas, wasn't available for selection. Don't know if he's carrying an injury or whatnot. But or maybe he's not. He's probably not registered.
You sure he didn't get on? I'm pretty sure they mentioned him on commentary.
That's Tagawa.
No, I'm pretty sure they said Fargas. No, Fargas cleared it or something.
Fargas wasn't playing.
Was he not?
No, I'm convinced he wasn't. It probably makes sense though, because I don't think he was. I don't know if he was. Can't remember if he was registered in time. So obviously you're registered for the 2 legs. So So probably he wasn't registered. But looking at the bench, like we did look a little bit light up front.
Is that a pish that Hearts could sign Ronaldo and they couldn't play him for the second leg if he wasn't registered for the first? That's mad.
Bit shite, isn't it?
That is mad.
Although I'd still take Shankland over him, so it wouldn't bother me. Anyway, right, Devlin here, about 35 yards out, completely sends the midfielder, the guy that's marking him, completely sends him the wrong way.
Yeah.
He's going one way, turns around, flicks the ball, nice wee heel flick, completely does a 180, changes direction. Fantastic stuff. If Sedan had done this, man, you'd have been marking out over it. Then he plays it to Shankland, who hods the ball up momentarily, split second, pushes back into like two defenders, holds it off, and then lays it back off to Devlin, who could have took a shot first time, decided that he was going to take a touch, open his body up, try and create a bit more of a better angle. Then he takes a shot, took a deflection, wicked deflection, goalkeeper's already diving for it, ball goes in the other end of the goals, 3-1, and it was lucky deflection, don't get me wrong, but I thought the link up between Devlin and Shankland up to the point of the shot actually deserved the luck. I thought
it did. Hearts did. Brilliant. Shankland. I mean, come on. Anyone had doubts about Shankland. Just watch him.
I thought Devlin and Shankland combined, and Devlin's turning in the middle of the pitch to like open up that space and get the pass off.
I get it, right? It's a European game, but where was this against Kelly?
I know.
See, my 211 quid was on the line.
I know. Well,
where was it?
That's dead. That's dead. That's buried in the sands. Now, don't get me wrong. If Devlin had put this top bins himself, like it would have.
I would have made it even better.
I'm not saying it wouldn't. Of course, it would have been better. But sometimes I think like if the build up's really good, then you get a little bit of a slice of luck with the shot. Then it's probably deserved. And
Who really cares?
And I thought this luck was deserved, to be honest. Rosenborg then tried to get back in the game, but didn't really create anything other than that shot that Sander Clark saved. And I mean, I don't even know if it was it going in? He had to
I
raise
think it might have been hitting the ball.
He had to raise his hand pretty high to save it. Like other than that, though, I mean, that was it. Hearts seen out the game. Rosenborg, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that they're great. They're not. They're not even the best team in Norway anymore. But it's a good win for Hearts. Let's be real.
Best team in Norway.
If this match happened. If this match happened like 5 years ago, then I don't think many people would have given Hearts a chance.
Yep.
Yeah, Hearts were actually coming into tonight. Despite trailing 2-1, most people still thought Hearts would have enough to go through.
Yeah.
People were expecting Hearts to get the job done tonight, which is fucking mental for me.
It is.
Because, like, outside of the Old Firm, Scottish teams are never really given a chance, like, especially not against opposition like Rosenborg.
Absolutely not. But Rosenborg have fallen, and there was spells where Rosenborg looked good, but there was spells where you could understand how Crusaders got a draw against them.
Aye.
But then again,
not only did Crusaders get a draw, they scored 4 goals.
Yeah.
Which is very worrying, like.
Same amount of goals as Hearts.
Yeah. So.
Not good enough from Hearts.
It's not.
I didn't watch the first leg, but I think Hearts probably should be beating them over both legs.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, like, they both played 180 minutes. Or I think Crusaders played an extra time as well. So
they did.
But either way, Crusaders didn't score an extra time. So, yeah, no, for me, that's a bit poor. Hearts scoring the same amount of goals as Crusaders over 2 legs. I know I've just talked up the performance, now I'm putting it down a wee bit.
No, it was a good performance for Hearts, but...
No, I've just got to be realistic. If Crusaders over 2 legs can score 4 goals then and take it to extra time, then that tells me that Hearts should be winning this tie a bit more comfortably. Although we don't know, like, maybe Crusaders played the game of their life over 2 legs and Rosenborg were poor.
Yeah, we'll never know. But that's
Rosenborg
us,
were
guys.
pretty good last week. They were a lot better last week than they were this week. But here, that's what it is. I wonder if Rosenborg will be good in the playoffs.
Well,
guess what? They're not there.
They're not there. But the preview show will be there. We'll be back later on. Loads of games to talk about. Aston Villa, Hibs. That's intriguing.
That'll be the review show, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well,
the preview show technically would be Hibs Aston Villa.
Well, that's alright.
In like a week's time.
We'll review it and preview it same night. 2-1. Boom.
Not 2-1. I'll milk it for 2 separate ones. Anyway, guys, till next time. Peace.